This is Luke Paulson, the Catholic Conservative, and welcome to the news of the week for November 25th, 2023. And if you enjoy these videos, do not forget to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe for more. AI is a tool. I have a friend who is an English teacher at a college, and she hates AI with a passion. I grew up when the internet was just barely getting started. I could have taken an entire essay off of the internet and used it as my own, and my teacher never would have known the difference. Granted, I never did because that is patently dishonest, but some probably did. This is called plagiarism, and it is a serious issue. AI has been accused of plagiarism because of how its system works. However, nowadays there is plenty of software that can detect plagiarism for free. We are going to keep seeing more problems as new technologies emerge. However, it is not always the technology that is the problem, but the people. We are a wretched, broken, fallen, and sin-cursed people. Nothing will change that except for Christ Jesus. The Transgender Lunch. We are all aware of the age-old sarcastic question.
Is the Pope Mobile Catholic?
Sorry, wrong clip, but that is about the size of it. After Pope Francis removed the bishop from Tyler, he kept going down that abominable hellhole. He invited a group of transgendered persons to have lunch with him. I defended Pope Francis when the media took him out of context, and when he was personally attacked by Protestant media outlets, if for no other reason than the office that he represents. Not only does Pope Francis not care about science, he does not care about what God calls sinful. This is truly a dark day indeed. Musk and the ADL. For years, we were essentially told that disagreeing with any Jew, whether it be Soros or a rabbi, was anti-Semitic. We were also told that anyone who did not support Israel was also anti-Semitic. Neither of these is true, but the fake news is very good at churning out narratives. The ADL even created multiple Twitter accounts and followed anti-Semitic pages. They then refreshed the page multiple times to get ads to appear next to images from those pages. Because the ADL is engaging in this level of manipulation, Musk is suing them. While there is a lot of legal mumbo-jumbo, and I do not even identify as a lawyer, from what I can tell, it is essentially suing the ADL over libel. I do not know how this will all end, but I have little sympathy for lawyers. Even Ben Shapiro is on board with all of this. Speaking of Shapiro, Shapiro versus Owens. Ben Shapiro has a bit of a beef with Candace Owens. Not only did she advocate for not giving blanket support to Israel, instead opting for peace that will never come, she had the audacity to quote a Bible passage from the New Testament, and Shapiro took offense at it. Shapiro, along with the rest of the Daily Wire, are part of what has been dubbed Conservative Inc. They are the major voices but still toe the line and do not say anything controversial. Daily Wire forbid her from interviewing Kanye West, according to West, something that neither Owens nor the Daily Wire disputed. Now there is a good chance that she may be fired or her contract does not get renewed. Either way, while we need a lot of voices to combat the fake news, we also need those who are willing to stand on principle. No, not you. Okay, you two can stay. Lies about Mike Johnson. Remember when President Trump was first in office and the fake news decided to lie and say that he removed a bust of Martin Luther King Jr.?
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Throughout the course of his term, President Trump did more to unmask the deep state than any politician in history. This is why so many lies about him had to be spread. Now Speaker Johnson is in a similar boat. He is on the board of Living Waters, and they have said some controversial things. One example is that they called monkeypox a punishment from God. Technically, it is not a punishment from God. Are broken bones a punishment from God for jumping off of the roof of a skyscraper? Another example is that Living Waters called Obama the Antichrist because of his leniency to Muslims.
So was Barack Obama, with his leanings towards Islam. And then there's Vladimir Putin. Plus, there are those who are convinced it's Donald Trump. And then
when Speaker Johnson was first elected, Ray Comfort endorsed him. I thought that it was a bit odd, but now I know why. I rarely give anyone a blanket endorsement, not even President Trump. However, things are looking up with Speaker Johnson. Paul versus Fauci. When Senator Rand Paul called out flip-flop Fauci for funding the Wuhan Institute of Virology, the senator was attacked from every angle. Now the official story is finally catching up, only after Fauci has retired from government work. So many things about the plandemic that were called conspiracies are now shown to be absolutely true. However, we will never get a single retraction from any government agency. We will never never get a single retraction from any fake news outlet, and we will never get a single retraction from any social media company. Going after Fauci now probably feels good, but there is little that can be done to catch a snake like him. The best thing that we can do for now is to keep things like this from happening again, because the elites are working on it. I mean, they already got countries to ban synthetic fertilizers, and hen houses are going up in smoke all over the place.
'Twas never a matter of if, only when.
Is free speech lost? Even PBS is willing to admit that free speech is being attacked. OMG has recently revealed that the government is working with multiple groups to control speech online. Operation Mockingbird is here to remind you to never question the official narrative. This is something that we already knew about, but now there is some hard evidence. Free speech is not dead, but it can still be resuscitated. Alex Jones' game. Speaking of resuscitating free speech, Alex Jones has a new game that came out. Although the YouTube censors will not allow me to say the name, it is fun. Alex Jones has a lot of bills because of the lawfare tactics from the fake news. There are a lot of gamers out there that would love to do Let's Plays. I think I might do that as well. Leave a like if you want to see me play it for you guys. Either way, with all of the liberal propaganda in movies and television, it is about time that conservatives and Christians stopped being cowards and started fighting back. Support Hamas. Get deported. Brandon says that he has the authority to revoke the visas of students who support the terrorist group Hamas. This is something that President Trump said that he would also do. The fact that these two can agree on anything like this is, in a word,
Inconceivable.
if someone is willing to support people who behead babies in front of their parents, that person might not be right in the head. Now, technically, the president does not have the authority to revoke visas. But the State Department does, and either of these two men could order it to be done. However, while this is a good idea with the best of intentions, are there any unintended consequences? Supporting 9/11's Instigator. On September 11th, 2001, America was united in taking out those who attacked us. On May 2nd, 2011, America was united in celebration as Osama bin Laden was killed. It took just over 9.5 years to take him out. Now in November of 2023, some of America's youth on TikTok are united in sympathizing with him. Someone who was born on that day would be 22 today. Imagine how sick you would have to be to idolize a monstrosity like that. Apparently this comes because of a letter that he wrote criticizing America's support of Israel. Maybe I'm just blowing smoke. Maybe I'm completely off my rocker, but that is just my opinion. Now don't forget to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe for more. But before you go, on the left I have last week's video, but you may also enjoy the video on the right.